I didn't. I guess I didn't.
All right.
And
No.
I devised our official TekTok pizza recipe.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I haven't tried it yet, but I need to like make it and see if it like tastes good. But I think it should taste good.
Also, yeah, welcome to the TekTok. But yeah, first.
Oh, we are already live?
Yeah, I just clicked it a couple of seconds ago. So let's hear about the TekTok pizza.
Yeah, so last episode, I want to say Lotus film was here.
Yeah. He was the one.
Yeah, so, and they heard that I am working as a pizza chef in Vapiano in Tartu, and they were like, "Oh, we need to design our TekTok official pizza recipe."
Yeah.
So I was thinking about what would go on our official pizza recipe.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet.
Okay.
But like, it sounds like it would be good.
All right.
I think.
Let's hear it.
All right. Sorry. It would be a crust, of course.
Well,
thick or thin,
okay.
Depending on what you prefer.
All right.
Then I think it would be a white sauce, like some kind of Alfredo sauce.
Alfredo. Okay. Italian.
Yeah, instead of tomato sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Because it needs to have a pink, purple, and white. So it's like, okay, well, what can we make? Then it would be classical, just normal mozzarella.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would have some prawns.
Ooh.
For pink. I was debating between prawns and salmon, because these are the only two pink ingredients that I could think about.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a huge fan of fish on pizza.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's definitely like a stronger taste. It's definitely
stronger taste, and then if you get like a bone accidentally, if you use like a fillet, it's like, oh, okay, impression is ruined completely.
Yeah.
I hate it. Like when I eat something and I get a bone in the fish.
Yeah, exactly.
So prawns, I think, would go better.
Okay.
And for the purple ingredient, I'm not entirely sure. Maurice suggested purple cabbage, red cabbage.
Oh, that's a yeah.
But the thing is that it doesn't really have a strong taste, and pizzas cook for like a couple minutes.
Yeah, but if the fish is like a strong tasting, like a, I don't know, salmon or something.
Yeah, I guess it could be. Prawns also have like a nice taste. I'm thinking maybe if it was a pickled red cabbage, I guess it would be better.
Could also work, yeah. A lot of people are, not so specifically, not a fan of like a pickled cabbage, but yeah, a lot of people do like that. Yeah, I see that popping up on menus all over the place, pretty much. Yeah. All right.
Or alternatively, instead of red cabbage, I was thinking just good old red onion.
Yeah. That's also, or man, it's
also purplish.
I would love to have that pizza, actually.
It sounds good. Like in my mind, it's like, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's I like a little bit of an experiment on my plate, pretty much. So that's why last week I had a chicken burger with like a thick slice of pineapple on top of it, which was like, wow, okay. It's not like not even sliced up. It's like like the whole wheel, like the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
That's why I was like, what? Okay, that's different.
Was it good?
Yeah. Honestly, I found my new favorite burger in Pärnu, actually. Yeah, and so for the people who didn't hear your story about your favorite burger, can you tell tell the Tartu.
Oh yeah, if you are in Tartu,
people.
So you want? I don't know. Maybe I am biased, but I really feel like
but what
there isn't.
What are you biased towards? Because you have
exactly.
Yeah, because you never knew the place pretty much, and you don't have any friends there working, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the best beef burger in Tartu, I think, is Ulits.
Yeah. Okay.
You can find it on the Rutli Street, I think, in the center, in the old town. And the best chicken burger in Tartu is Nok.
I haven't been there.
The new chicken place.
Yeah, I've heard about it, and I thought I mentioned to you, and I still haven't made my way into the place. But
I would like to go there, just like have some fresh stuff.
That is so good news to hear. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to this food show.
Cooking show, yeah.
Cooking food, meal show, I guess. Yeah. There's new stuff happening again. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm in a completely different new...
Oh yeah, you are like in an attic or something.
Secret attic place. So...
Even I didn't notice.
Yeah. It's... and this will be my secret for... I don't know. Well, at some point I will reveal where I'm actually at, but...
Can you be at that place?
Can I be at that place? Can you be? What are you asking?
No. I'm asking, are you at that place?
I am at that place, yes.
Okay.
It's very, very, very last second-ish, put together-ish, and stuff. But apparently, I'm in a place
in the chart
where they have
graphics
cards.
What's that?
That is
RDX. Which one? 2070. Wait. 3070. What?
Yes.
But you're mad. They don't exist.
They don't exist, and I'm in a place where they exist right now.
Wow.
Also, in some other news, there is like literally hell opening up right now, because as you can probably tell, it's like 420 degrees outside or something like that.
Yeah, it's super hot. It's about 30 in Tartu as well.
So
a lot of film is joining us. It's pizza time. Yes.
It's pizza time, yeah. We're just talking about the official TekTok pizza. If you missed it, start from the beginning when this stream is over. So yeah. Anyway,
when we are somewhere together, like we can do a live stream. We should do a live cooking stream and make pizza.
That would be sweet. That would be awesome. Yes, exactly.
Can we arrange that?
Yeah, we should. Oh, maybe.
I'm gonna teach people how to stretch pizza crusts.
Melissa just tried it last week on a bachelorette's party, and no idea how she did, because I was on the same time on a bachelor party, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so
and you were making pasta instead.
Yeah.
On the bachelor party.
Yeah. No, I was making some paintballs. Anyway. So I don't want to waste any more your time, because
Wait, but before we move on, so you actually have an actual RTX 3070, or is it just a box, or is it an actual thing?
No, it is an actual.
Okay, maybe then you don't want to disclose where you are, so people wouldn't come and just like rob you.
Yeah. So, yeah. No,
maybe later. Maybe when you install it already in the PC, or did you already?
Maybe.
Or is it for reselling?
No, it's for for now it's for mining, and for later it's for playing.
3070 is pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean, that was some money. not gonna lie, but but still not like, okay, the MSRP is $500 and I got it for 900-ish euros. So, but the street price right now is like 1,200.
Okay, I thought you got it for like super cheap somehow.
No,
I was like,
this was no. Yeah, it would be my style, but yeah, again, this is like yeah. I would you know me. I buy everything pretty much used, but yeah, there is no way I can get one of these even used right now because they're all gone, which is frustrating. Anyway,
let's move on.
But in my super secret layer here, I'm allowed to have one. Anyway,
you're gonna hoard them. You're gonna buy them and just like not do anything with them.
Yeah, exactly. And anyway, let's keep it under an hour and So if you're stumbling across this weird random stream, then we're gonna talk about technology for the next 50 minutes, and
and pizza
and some burgers apparently, and some other weird stuff. But yeah, some news that are pretty much coming to as a surprise to Kyrylo because he was working, so completely understood that your schedule is kind of busy these days. So is mine. But anyway, let's get into it. We have to
hot takes.
Yeah, some one of the biggest stories this week actually. Since we're in Estonia, we kind of like to keep it more local if we can. So one of the big stories this week has been that Wise, he has renamed
transferring thing.
Which has previously been TransferWise and now is Wise. If you didn't know, it's going public. IPO. They announced pretty much they will be live in a matter of weeks. But they will be finalizing the listing. I think 5th of July-ish. So this is big news basically for pretty much every Estonian, because this is I'm not completely sure, but I think the highest company with the highest evaluation in terms of like euros or dollars or whatever.
It is Estonian.
The two owners are it's Estonian, but they are like London-ish based also, but they're also Estonian based-ish. So but the two co-founders, they're completely as bog standard Estonian as you can get.
Good. All right. Well, it is kind of big news then.
That's why, and they are like seeking, fintech. One of these two guys, Davet and Kristo, which one of the pretty.
That sounds Estonian.
Yeah, that's pretty much the most Estonian you can get. And
do they have potato peel hair?
Oh. That's a good question. I feel like Kristo probably has, right? On the right one. But they are seeking. They want to go up to the £9 billion evaluation, which is like what? And they're right now, I think, a little bit under 5 or around 5 or something like that. So it's like a considerable jump. But anyway, so big news for Estonians. And
there's a film is saying that the Kristo guy will be the first Estonian.
That's also true. The reason I was hesitant, I don't know exactly what the valuation right now for Bolt is, but Bolt is also in the billions already. But yeah, they're not like those guys are not gonna be like billionaires anytime soon. But the company is worth billions. 1 billion or something. Anyway. But yeah, that's what I heard also, that Kristo will be and Kristo and David both, I think, will be billionaires after this, which in the first time in the Estonians history. So yeah, that's why it's big.
Yay!
Anyway,
capitalism.
Yeah, capitalism, and but yeah, this puts Estonia on the map pretty much, which is like, oh yeah, our first billionaires. Anyway,
cool.
Moving on, because okay, I need to prep this. I said also to Kyrylo that there's even some Ukrainian-based news. So Ukraine.
Right. I hope it's some good news.
Yeah, depends on. Yeah.
Okay.
Kristo
I'm ready. My body is ready.
Yeah. Kristo Carmen told he's ready for it also. Yeah, he's like, okay, I'm ready to be.
He's ready to get his $1 billion and afford it and don't do anything with it like all the other billionaires.
Yes,
so good for him.
He will buy an island or something, and yeah. Anyway,
waste completely money and enjoy his life.
Yeah. So Ukraine passed a bill that will tax all digital goods next year. So all the photos, all the texts, all the ebooks, magazines, games, information, cloud services, everything will for companies who don't have a physical location in the country. So all of the Netflixes, all of the Apples, all of the Googles, all of the everything, all of the game companies will, which is yeah. So and this will go into effect in January 2022, and the bill was passed like a few days ago. So this means Ukrainians will. On the negative side, Ukrainians will see some pretty pricey price hikes pretty much, because VAT I think it's 20% was the tax.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
they're gonna put the normal rate of VAT on digital shit?
Yeah. Here it is. Note again that the current VAT rate in Ukraine is 20%. So
nice, like in most of Europe.
Yeah. Most
is in this range.
Yeah, Estonia is the same. Yeah, 20%. But again, this is for everything, pretty much, all the digital things. All the Apple iClouds, all the Google photos, and Netflix, and games, and everything. Holy!
I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused because
yes. Which
when you pay for stuff.
Yes.
In Estonia, for example.
Yep.
Do you not pay VAT on digital goods? Because I could swear that especially if you do purchases in dollars, for instance, at checkout it would be like, here is what you're paying, and you also put 20% extra as VAT. I mean, in a sense of why it is that is good news, or it is news. I thought the VAT was applied.
VAT,
well, at least for video games and purchasing media.
Not yet, technically. But okay.
I would have to research because, like, if you look at like the prices of video games in Europe, digital video games, like they're already absurd. Like you pay 80 euros for like PS5 games in any European country.
Yeah.
80 euros.
Yeah.
Compared to 70 USD.
Yep.
So I imagine that there is some tax already included into that. Because otherwise it's just insane, the prices. I mean, they already kind of are insane, but...
Yeah, but that's... Yeah, I know what you mean. The prices are already insane, but this hints... Am I peaking? Okay. Yeah, but the prices will go even more up. Which is like... Ooh, okay. But yeah,
I need to read a little bit about it in other European countries because, like, if games, for instance, games, I guess it's like the biggest because they already cost a lot of money. But like, if there isn't VAT included into like game purchases, for example, from I don't fucking know, France or Germany, and they already cost 80 euros, and if they would put extra 20% on top of that. Nobody would buy games at that price. That's like 100 euros. Are you kidding me? Okay, so
yeah,
VAT.
You pay. Well, technically, yeah. You pay the VAT in the same country where it's like sold as technically, because they have no idea where you're buying it from technically.
Yeah.
But my understanding is they will
introduce an extra tax that you would have to pay on top of the one that you may already be paying in a different country. That sounds lovely.
I'm not completely sure how it works because I need to research also a little bit.
I need to research this as well.
Yeah. But yeah, as I understand, the customer location evidence is also required, which it says. So whenever the purchaser is like buying it from, so the SIM card is giving away his location and your IP address and stuff. Right. So yeah, I think VPNs are gonna be a hot service in the next year for Ukraine probably.
I don't know. I'm struggling with this news because
oh yeah, right. That's
okay. I need a minute to to gather my thoughts. Okay.
Yeah, that's why a lot of as Lotus Film, one Lotus Film points it out. I also like most of the game stores are like in low tax countries like Ireland or something. That's why you're mostly buying from those weird ass countries. Like Ireland is a pretty good example. I have which one? What I can't remember my last digital purchase of stuff anymore. But anyway. But Ireland has I know that Ireland has one of the one of the lowest tax rates in the EU, and that's why they. Yeah. Anyway.
I will research a little bit about this. I have a lot of days off coming, so I will come more prepared. But just a surface level take. Well, clearly this news is not good for Ukrainians because they will have to pay more taxes. And the digital market in Ukraine is already not very healthy because a lot of digital goods that you may purchase from whatever storefronts that you want to purchase them from are costly. Like I mean, I'm more familiar with video games.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll talk about that. Well, I mean, video games are also the most expensive digital goods, but you can subscribe to Netflix and stuff, and it's a lot cheaper. But you can't really. I mean, you can also subscribe to Game Pass nowadays, so that's also a thing.
Yeah.
There's also a wrinkle, but like, for example, the digital market for video games in Ukraine is probably completely just abysmal, because for most, like, middle class, if there's such thing exists in Ukraine nowadays, for most middle class Ukrainians, that's just not a thing that you can afford purchasing video games, for whatever piece of hardware that you have. So putting extra costs on top of already insanely expensive goods is just like, I mean, nobody's gonna bother at that rate. So PlayStation in particular, that doesn't have a Game Pass like thing going, it will completely just like go away. It will go extinct in Ukraine, because like 80 euros plus tax, or even 60 euros plus tax, let's say. 60 euros plus 20% VAT is over 70 euros at this point. That is like a quarter of a monthly salary that like your middle of the road sort of average Ukrainian person makes.
But Lotus Film also points out that tax rate is only low for big corporations in Ireland. That's absolutely true. Ireland, Apple and Google and all of those big ones are mostly in Ireland, because Ireland has been usually doing like, so you want to enter European Union, yeah? Oh man, I can't do an Irish. Anyway, they negotiate a way lower tax bracket for themselves only, pretty much, so they can like, we're gonna pay like taxes in Ireland, and they're gonna be just lower. But we're gonna choose you because we have billions and billions of dollars. We can pay you, and we are definitely gonna pay you because we have the money. And it's basically an auction type of situation. If some other countries have bidded, basically like, we can give you this rate or something like that, Google, if you come to us. But so few countries have done it, and Google was like, we already are in Ireland and we don't bother switching, so we're gonna stick to Ireland for now. Anyway,
a lot of the film is pointing out that we are already paying VAT, but in other countries. Well, that's all nice and good. Of course, I understand that we pay somewhere. Because wherever the bank accounts are for these companies. But this news doesn't read to me that, I'm subscribing to Netflix, so I used to pay for my Netflix to, like, I don't know, the French office or the Irish office, and now I'm going to be paying all the money to the Ukrainian office, because that doesn't really read to me like that. Because it reads to me more like you're going to pay as much as you were paying before, plus on top of that you're going to be taxed extra, so that some money will go to the Ukrainian tax whatever thing. Which is like, I'm sure most people were not going to be happy about it. Unless of course it is going to work like the way in the ideal world, there are storefronts that exist that are like, like for example PlayStation has a storefront in Ukraine, but I don't know if it like is physically located in Ukraine, and you spend money and it goes to like Sony Ukraine or whatever. I don't know that.
No, you send money.
I haven't.
You send money in an envelope, and Sony will. Yeah, we got it. And
because it is typical also for storefronts to like exist, quote unquote, for there to be like Estonian version of whatever service you're subscribing to, Estonian menu, and the billing process goes through the Estonian things, but you still end up sending your money to Ireland or something. So
we'll see.
We'll have to see, because the only thing that like, yeah, we'll have to see, because like if this bill will require like all the digital service providers to to register physical addresses in Ukraine and do all the payment processing in Ukraine and then pay taxes in Ukraine, and that's all there is to it, then sure, I guess. But
yeah,
but I'm sure the companies will still find a way to just like circumvent this, or Ukrainians will lose access to a lot of different services. It's interesting that it's happening in Ukraine because on the one hand it is a large country with a large population, but on the other hand it is also a country with a weirdly like stagnant digital market.
Yeah.
And low buyers. What's the term that I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Low buyers.
Buying power, like yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not even entirely sure. Like, I wish I could just see somewhere the numbers of like how many Ukrainian people subscribe to Netflix, or like Spotify or something like.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Spotify is available in Ukraine at this point.
Yeah.
This is another thing, because a lot of services don't actually make their way to Ukraine for some reason. Which is, I mean, a lot of services that are, digital services don't make their way to Europe in general.
Yeah.
Like Disney Plus, or like if they do make their way into Europe, they'll only like select like few countries where they become available.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Disney. Where's Disney Plus in Estonia?
Yeah, where is it? Come on. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Over. So you said it was going to happen in January, yes? January 2022.
Yes.
Okay.
January.
I'll try to research a little bit about this and see.
Yeah. Just wanted to throw that out. This is happening, and but this is not the only news from Ukraine, because I mean, I have some.
Okay.
It gets even darker. I don't know. Yeah, it's.
Oh no.
No. It's fine. Ukraine arrests ransomware gang in global cybercriminal crackdown. I don't know. Yeah, this was just like, I just put it in to have more Ukraine in the show. I feel like Ukraine hasn't been. So this is like a more. I feel like this is a feel good story. Like, there's a ransomware gang was arrested in Ukraine. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There are not other.
Is this the gang that what's the word? That hacked CDPR and stole their source code?
Maybe we don't know. Yeah, they're just. I think they just got it just recently. Yeah, this news is today actually. So yeah, no idea what they got, but they contacted to Ukrainian hryvnias. I don't know what that is. Around 185,000 US dollars and some property. Yeah, some luxury.
That's a nice chunk of change.
Yeah, some luxury cars and some including Teslas and stuff. So yeah. Anyway.
Lovely.
So yeah, maybe they got the Cyberpunk source code back. So who knows what they got? But yeah.
Then they're gonna return it for a lot of money as well to CDPR.
What? Just a quick mention. Lord's Film says digital services VAT in Ireland is 0%. Really? Yeah, I didn't look. That's what this kind of a show is about, because I don't do that much research. But yeah, I should have done the research. Thank you, Lord's Film, for pointing that out.
So now this makes sense.
Yeah.
So if Netflix bases their whatever payment processing in Ireland.
Yeah, exactly.
Then if Ukraine will charge VAT on digital services, then the prices will go up.
Yeah.
It's such a. We have to talk about this for like a whole episode. Like applying that to digital services, I find a little bit problematic.
Yeah.
Because what is the added value of the digital goods that you're purchasing?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like the surface level. Because like if we are going to tax digital goods, right? We are still treat digital goods as nothing in other respects. Like, how can we apply 20% or 15% or whatever percent VAT to a film or a video game that you buy, quote unquote, buy from PlayStation or iTunes or something, but then not force companies to have like comprehensive refund policies on the goods that you're purchasing and paying for the value that is added to them,
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's such a backward thing for me to do, like PlayStation, Nintendo, even Microsoft don't have like reasonable refund policies at all in place. And they charge insane amounts of money for their stuff.
I feel like that's gotta be the next thing that they introduce.
I suppose.
But they're going
because
but I feel like that's a little bit working from the other side in, because I feel like the refund policy should be in place first, and then you're gonna do the whole VAT thing. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Yes.
This topic is also like, I don't understand what timeline we live on, where you have digital storefronts that follow certain rules and then others who completely ignore them. And I understand that these rules are most likely self-imposed, like Valve, for example, who does offer like a reasonably good refund policy on Steam games. And then you have these massive companies like Microsoft and Nintendo who are like, meh, we don't have to refund your games, you paid for them, so therefore they're yours and we don't want them back. Because this is also a thing, like this is like a metaphysical concept. Like when you refund something, when you return something to the place where you purchased it from, you take a thing that you bought from the place and then it's broken or you don't want it or something, and then you return it back. But when you buy a digital good, because you don't really return anything. Like it doesn't really exist,
Because
you can't do anything with it either.
You know how they get away with it, and what's their logic behind it? It's like, well, all the Karens from Estonia are not gonna walk to a US or Japan and not gonna make a scene in our store. So anyway, F them, I guess. Anyway. That's just...
of course, like you can't return something that doesn't exist.
You can't.
It's not like, because like digital storefronts don't follow the same rules as physical storefronts. In terms of like supply chains and just like stock, running out of stock, resupplying, that's not a thing. You can't run out of copies of Cyberpunk on the PlayStation Store Ireland. That's just not a thing that can happen. And so like if you're PlayStation Ireland, you don't care if people like return, or you don't want people to like return the copy of the game that they bought, because it doesn't exist, like it's nothing. So which is also comes back to the idea of VAT applied to digital purchases. Like what are you exactly paying for? Like you don't ship things. You don't do logistics on physical things. You don't pay rent on things that you are paying for.
Physically it doesn't.
You don't physically visit.
Manufacture the goods, and
You don't manufacture the discs, right? You don't pay for companies like plants printing the discs, shipping the discs. Putting discs on the shelves, selling the discs.
Acquiring materials to make the disc or something. Anyway,
there is of course some infrastructural costs that are involved in supporting digital storefronts.
Data centers.
But it's not. But it's surely it's not 20% of the price of a $70 video game. each time, you know.
Lotus Film is asking the real question. So, piracy is legal? Anyway, let's let's move on right now.
Yes, it is morally acceptable to pirate from companies that don't care about their legacy products.
Yeah,
such as Nintendo.
Oh man, that's a whole nother
If they don't, this is a whole different topic as well. If you are interested in a piece of digital content that is not readily available on a streaming service or a standalone item on a digital storefront, I think it's morally acceptable for you to pirate. I pirated the first and the second season of Mandalorian because I just couldn't subscribe to Disney Plus. That's just another thing that I could do.
Yeah.
And I remember at the time it was like a big deal, and then they slowly started to roll out Disney Plus access in Europe. But then they would still release Mandalorian episode by episode. After it already aired in the US and everybody watched it, everybody talked about it at that point. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna wait for you to trickle down episodes, especially considering that in Estonia you still can't subscribe to Disney Plus.
And
if companies are actively preventing you from giving them money for the thing that you want to buy from them, I think it's totally morally acceptable to just download whatever you want.
Yeah, and have you heard?
said it.
And have you heard about the argument that piracy hurts the sales of the TV series? And I saw one article where they listed the most popular TV series of last year. Do you know what it is?
Say again? What series?
What was the
most pirated series?
Most pirated, and what was the most popular TV series last year? I think last year, It's...
Well, if I had to guess, I would probably say Mandalorian, right?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
There was something bigger?
No.
Mandalorian, yeah.
Mandalorian was the most popular TV series and the most... made them basically the most, I think, money even, and was the most pirated also. So and piracy is hurting the sales? Question mark. Anyway.
This is also, we should write this down and actually talk about these things maybe on the weeks when there isn't a lot to talk about. But there's two things. Well, the first one I've already kind of covered, but yes, if you cannot legally, if you want to pay company money to get access to whatever you want to get access to, and then the company doesn't provide you with this option, I think it's totally okay to just do whatever. I mean, you can wait, of course. You can wait for that Disney Plus to launch in Estonia, and then you can watch Mandalorian.
In 10 years.
If it will help you sleep at night. Right, yeah. If it will help you sleep better, sure. But then there is also the other aspect, as you said, that piracy hurts sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also think it's fundamentally flawed argument because it assumes that every person who pirates something would have bought this thing if they didn't have access to the pirated version of the thing that they pirated.
There have been
which is not really...
Yeah. If you're a fan...
I don't think it really works like that.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. And there have been multiple... So many examples where the piracy doesn't hurt sales anyway. So yeah.
From the anecdotal thing, when I was younger, and I still was interested in video games for as long as I can remember myself, I would pirate video games a lot.
Yeah.
Because, simply because I just couldn't afford to buy the games that I wanted to play because I was a poor student, who had a university stipend that was $100 per month, at most. I'm not even ashamed to say that. But now that I am like 10 years younger, 10 years older or something, and I have income and disposable income that I can spend on stuff,
and
I don't ever
and
pirate
Steam
video games
exists.
anymore. What?
And Steam and all those game store fronts, all those exist.
Yeah, like it's convenient, it's so easy to spend money on shit nowadays because it's just like, it's just lovely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't remember the last time I pirated a video game. If I want to play a game that I don't, I can't really afford right now, I just wait until I can afford it.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, because I usually play on console, and you can't really pirate contemporary PS5, PS4 games, or it's like very difficult to do, if at all possible. But even if it was possible, I don't think I would do that, because I understand that people made this thing and they deserve to be rewarded.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I feel I don't feel stingy spending money on whatever games that I want to play.
Yeah.
But again, like I don't feel a single ounce of guilt for pirating Mandalorian, because if I could give Disney my money, I would have.
Yeah.
But I couldn't, and I wasn't going to wait for like 3 years for them to bring the service to Estonia.
Yeah, if ever. Who knows?
So that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Same here.
I mean, of course, there will be people who maybe can afford to buy something that they want to see or listen to or watch, but then they would go and pirate it.
Yeah. Okay.
But they were going to pirate it anyway. They wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
This is also a topic for another time. We should talk about it when.
Yeah. That's
when we don't have anything else to talk about.
Yes. Let's move on to. Okay, we're going from Ukraine to Germany now. A little bit, just a quick.
Lotusvin is also talking about iPhones. Well, that's physical goods. That's also.
Yeah.
That is also a different topic at all.
Yeah.
Completely different topic. Okay.
Okay, but
I'm gonna take some notes, and we can maybe talk about some stuff when we have, more time and nothing to talk about.
Yep, we should. All right. Germany launches Europe's first revolutionary quantum computer. Oh my God! So yeah, in case you're completely unaware, a quantum computer is just a supercomputer that US and China and all the big countries have, but not Europe. But now Germany has one, and it's very super powerful and stuff, as you can probably imagine, and it's built by IBM, so if that matters. But yeah, the example they give is, in just 200 seconds, a quantum computer can achieve the same computing power that would take a conventional supercomputer 10,000 years. So yeah, it's a really powerful computer, and it's in Germany. But the only thing that is missing from this computer is a really cool supercomputer name.
Right.
Because all the Chinese
they have some kind of contest.
They don't. No, they don't. But that would be my question to you. If you could name a Germany's supercomputer, what would you name it?
I think there's only one correct answer to this question.
Yes.
I think it should be called Angela. To commemorate.
Ja, das ist das Merkel.
Federal Chancellor.
Yeah, we will be computing on this Merkel, and it will be very fast. Yeah. Or like, I don't know. I would name it Medicopter 117 or something. Anyway.
Who gets to name that? Who is like the authority that gets to give it an official name?
I don't know.
I think Twitter should just give
it exactly. They should give it
to people.
Yeah, exactly. Like they did it with the boat, boat face or something. Did you remember that? Do you remember? No? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're on the same boat actually. You said Angela, I said Merkel. Yeah, it has to be something like that. So anyway, moving on.
I like how Europe-centric our news are today.
I mean, I tried, but it's not like perfect.
Sounds good.
Here's a very angry Tim Cook, which is
before we do that.
Yes.
The poverty certificate. Lotus of him was talking about poverty certificate. This got me give me an idea. There is already a practice for companies to create different pricings for markets where the buying capacity is lower, such as Ukraine. So you would have. I think, for example, I don't know if it's already in place or if it's still in place. But I remember vividly when Apple Music launched. It launched globally, pretty much at the same time. It was very quickly rolled out in different countries, and the price was 40% cheaper in Ukraine, up to 50% cheaper in Ukraine compared to the US. So that people would actually subscribe to it because there is a big difference between $5 and $10.
Yeah.
If your monthly salary is €300, $300.
Yeah.
Same goes for Steam. There's a lot of price adjusting for Steam games. I think it's publisher dependent. Not everybody does that, but many do.
Yeah.
Because I guess the logic is okay, well, we can sell this at a discount. I don't know, €40 instead of 60, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that would incentivize people to actually buy it, as opposed to selling for €60, and then, people just wouldn't buy it because it's, expensive. So there is already that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it might as well be called poverty certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Cook. Okay, Tim Cook angry or happy?
Yes, Tim Cook angry. But Lotus Film mentioned also his name for the supercomputer, Enigma. Which is a good name.
No.
But
isn't that copyrighted by the Brits?
I'm not familiar with the reference Enigma actually. What's the?
Oh, I imagine he's referencing the World War II code, the device that was deciphering the Nazi code.
Yeah, I think I saw that. That was the Alan Turing's film, right?
Alan Turing thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Okay. Germany. Yeah. Okay.
Nintendo had poverty certificates for Soviet Union in the 90s for NES games. All consoles.
Really?
All consoles were piracy. And they did anything to stop it.
Still do nothing.
Okay.
That's interesting. Have to research that.
In the Soviet Union, they had their own bootleg, NES.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this? Called Dendy. That was just a bootleg NES with bootleg NES games.
No, I think not.
Oh, you haven't heard it?
I think not.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
My brother had one.
Oh,
yeah, I was too young for that stuff. Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on. Okay. Apple's Tim Cook says proposed EU tech rules threaten security of iPhones. So yeah, he basically just saw what the EU is pretty much gearing up to do in terms of the recent that's Epic Game thing saga lawsuit, all the things. So EU is basically working towards allowing, not specifically, they haven't put down any rules yet, but it is clear that they are working towards allowing third-party stores technically to exist on all platforms, so to have like a playing field on each platform that people are using, so they don't get to monopoly, basically. Monopoly. And anyway, yeah. So, and Tim Cook was seeing the first drafts of those documents, and he's like, he even put out a video, actually. Yeah, I didn't put the video in here, but anyway, he's very angry. He's very angry. And in the video, he's basically like, this will pretty much be what people don't want on the iPhone, because this will be a security flaw, third-party app stores on iPhones. And yeah, but yeah, so nothing concrete, just wanted to pretty much show angry Tim Cook, and that's about it. Do you want to add anything, or do you want to?
Yeah, first of all, Lotus Film, I think, is calling you out a little bit because he said that everybody in Estonia owned a Dendy, so you can't have possibly not known about it.
Okay.
Well, and yeah, Tim Cook, and then we come back a little bit to this thing.
Okay.
So EU will want to allow third-party storefronts on platforms such as, iOS and whatever. Oh, Android already has the third-party storefronts.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what Apple didn't want to have. It makes me curious to know how that would work, in a sense that it would still then be accommodated by iOS, that is made by Apple. So surely, whatever, Steam and Epic Game Store wouldn't be able to sell whatever they want to sell without paying anything to Apple. But I think Apple likes to exaggerate a little bit to the security risks or whatever.
Yeah.
Surely, you wouldn't be able. Not anybody would be able to just kind of put the storefront onto the iOS.
Yeah.
Steam would be there.
Yeah.
Epic would be there.
Yeah, exactly. All those
couple others maybe would be there.
Yeah, Amazon.
Yeah, but fundamentally, probably Apple would still have control over.
Yeah, but they're just afraid of losing
over who gets in
control, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. To be completely clear, I think I know what the Dendy stands for. Yeah, we just called it something. We didn't call the Dendy the Nintendo clone or something. Yeah. So
it doesn't stand for anything. It was just called Dendy. It was just basically refurbished bootleg NES.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
it was just called Dendy.
Oh yeah, we had it, of course, in our household, but I just didn't know it was a Dendy. We just call it Telekameng. Which is,
and I would also like to come back to, right. Yeah, and I mean, for most casual people who lived in the world where they could just buy an NES from the store at the time, for most people it was just Nintendo. It wasn't like NES. It was just called Nintendo. I'm gonna play on my Nintendo.
Yeah. And every video character or for mom was Mario.
Mario, yeah. Well, that's actually also a good point. I would even say, remember how we talked about how it is morally acceptable to pirate things?
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not suggesting that it is morally acceptable to just kind of whatever, go and download Resident Evil 8 from Pirate Bay and just play it on your PC. Unless you are a poor student who can't afford it, then maybe perhaps it is, but that's up to debate. Yeah. But I would even say that the existence of Dendy, the existence of bootleg consoles that came with bootleg cartridges of Nintendo games also kind of benefited Nintendo in the long run as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if you even had access to authentic original, NES consoles in the Soviet Union, I don't know how that was, at the time, of course. I didn't exist and then.
Mm-hmm.
And you had access to even, the cartridges and whatever. The situation is kind of similar to what you have in Ukraine right now, because most people wouldn't be able to afford it. So most people wouldn't be able to have access. Maybe like the elite, party, whatever, officials that had like corrupt, bribery, fallouts from their plans and shit like that could buy, those things. But most people would just not have those. So they wouldn't know about Mario, they would know about Zelda and whatever else, they would know about Kirby. And then they would, after the Soviet Union dissolved.
Yeah.
Kirby, yeah. Whatever characters, Donkey Kong, all these characters that Nintendo has, people just wouldn't be exposed to these things, so they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But now, Soviet Union doesn't exist anymore, and there are more people who are able to buy these things and to afford these things, and more people in Ukraine and Russia who own Switches. Yeah.
Yep.
And fundamentally, there is infinitely more people who are able to buy, Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey and things like that. And these people know, who Mario is and who Zelda is, but
who
they wouldn't
Yoshi is
at the time. Yoshi, yes. And I mean, video game market was so different back in the day. Even if you just remove yourself from USSR and move to the Western markets, Western economy, you can't really compare video game market of the 80s and 2021. That's just in terms of volumes and money flows. There's just avalanche of money that flows through video game industry.
Yep. All right.
And also, video games are art, and more people should have access to art. So therefore, if it is legal to pirate Mona Lisa, I think it is legal to pirate Super Mario Brothers 1. Pirate Mona Lisa.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Unless somebody bought an NFT for Mona Lisa.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's illegal to pirate Mona Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah. And
which is also a different topic.
Which is, oh man.
I mean, we're surely somebody's gonna buy an NFT of Mona Lisa, the official
course.
NFT of Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
For $1 billion. Maybe those Estonian guys who are gonna become Estonia's first billionaires, they're gonna just collab and buy NFT of Mona Lisa for $1 billion. Money well spent.
Yeah, exactly. And they will, that's the next, that after the IPO, they will just launch NFTs. Anyway, let's move on from that. And okay, it's a little bit EU, a little bit Google, I guess. So Google's ad tech business set to face formal EU probe by the year's end. So yeah, this is just news, and I just want to mention it because this will be the biggest lawsuit probably at the end of the year from EU to Google, because there was this whole French thing that French just won. France last week settled with Google for $268 million. So basically, the whole story is Google is a monopoly and they are abusing the F out of it already. So in terms of ad revenue, at least, in terms of ads on their own platforms. So and that's what EU makes EU mad, very mad. EU for Google abusing as a monopoly. So that's enough of that, and let's and completely separate.
I like that we at least acknowledge the fact that that Google is a monopoly. So that maybe isn't the darkest timeline after all.
Yeah, I mean,
like surely any person who is in the least exposed to internet understands that Google owns the internet for all intents and purposes.
Not those people who use DuckDuckGo every day.
Well, no, they actually do because they are actively fighting.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. Well, yeah.
So they are even more aware.
But yeah, I'm sure there are some people who just decided 15 years ago that, I don't know, DuckDuckGo, it's all right. I will use this.
Did DuckDuckGo exist 15 years ago?
I believe so. I'm not okay. I need to go. I believe so. DuckDuckGo.
Maybe Bing existed, of course, but I'm not sure about DuckDuckGo.
2008. So what?
Okay, so it didn't exist. 15 years ago.
Okay, 13 years. Okay, fair enough. 13 years. Okay, the guy decided 13 years ago. Yeah, that's gonna be my search engine for the day. And anyway,
maybe these guys need to also name the Germany's quantum computer.
Computer Go-Go or Merkel Go-Go. Yeah, potato Go. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Did you know that Apple made AirPods for Android, basically?
Yeah, I actually watched today a video by Marquez.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Beats, right?
Yes,
the Beats,
yes,
whatever they're called.
Yes. I'm talking about the Beats. Yep. And the Beats Studio Buds, which is a very weird product from Apple. First of all, the price, which is like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna start with the price.
It's $150.
Yeah, $150, which is cheaper than AirPods. Cheaper than all of the AirPods.
Cheaper than the normal AirPods.
Cheaper than the normal AirPods. And these things have active noise cancellation, which is like,
yes.
What? That's the first thing. The second thing, Apple for the first time on Beats moved away from Lightning, the Lightning connector. This is a USB-C connector, which is like, what? Okay, that's the second. What the hell is going on here? So, honestly, I'm not a big fan of the red, but I think they are also in white.
I think it comes in white and black as well.
Yeah, and white and black as well, yeah. So, and the third biggest thing I feel like is the setup process is pretty Apple-like. So it just pops up like this. Oh, you have a new Beats, connect. And then it will immediately go to the store to get the Beats app. And you will download the Beats app. And the Beats app is pretty sleek. You have active noise cancellation, like just with like AirPods. And you can see the battery statuses of your case and your buds and noise cancellation. This is off and this is transparency mode, just like with AirPods Pro, which is like, and these again, $150, which are like, what? So basically, if too long didn't read the version of it, is these will be my number one recommendation for Android users if they ask for headphones. Because, okay.
Really?
Yeah, because of the price. Because they are cheaper than... there is no active noise cancellation bud that is cheaper than this right now, which is like the Galaxy Buds Live were my previous recommendation, but the noise cancellation sucks compared to these, and these are not the best sounding headphones. These are just convenient, and that's why the AirPods are the most popular headphones on the market, pretty much, because they are just convenient. They don't sound the best because Sony's version, does the sound better. The
Sony's XM4.
The VF, the XM is the over ear one.
It has a long ass.
Long ass name. So I mean, we
2749 AC 73 XM4. I don't know. Sony has the least elegant naming conventions when it comes to like accessories. I'm
showing the name on the screen.
Yeah.
These are the best sounding headphones, but these are like expensive.
Okay. Lotus Ethereum sending. So DuckDuckGo is great, not as good as Google, but better than Bing. Yeah, if you actively want to like try to get off the Google hook and try to use a different search engine, I think DuckDuckGo is quite competent. But you won't be able to benefit from the ecosystem, like the Google ecosystem that everybody loves, which is convenient.
Yeah.
And also mines your data like there is no tomorrow. Don't buy the Beats thing. They are cheap. No, they are. Wait. They are cheap thing with a high price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Beats has a history behind it.
It has, yes. That's
fascinating.
Yeah. Just our recommendation is watch the Marquez video and yeah. But they are cheap. They are not like, Beats has a history. That's all. That's very, very correctly said. Pretty much. Cheap was one of the most expensive and pretty shitty sound quality regarding those big on-ears. But Beats now under Apple has changed, which is honestly really surprising, and that's the news that I'm telling you right now, pretty much, because Galaxy Buds Live $170, Galaxy Buds Pro $200, and Sony WF 1000 XM4 is 230.
It just rolls off your tongue.
Yes,
just
exactly.
So naturally.
Is $230. All of them more expensive than the Beats. What were they called? Beats. Beats Studio. Yeah, Beats Studio Buds. So, and this
Thank God they didn't put Pro on that name.
Yeah, holy. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is active noise cancellation on the cheap, I feel like, which is what? And the case is also pretty small, which is a plus, and the buds are pretty small. And anyway, this is gonna be my they don't sound as good as the Galaxy Buds Pros or the Sony ones, but those cost more, so people just want convenience, and that's what these are.
I suppose. If we look at it that way.
And do you know what the most popular headphone before the AirPods was? The headphones.
EarPods.
EarPods. That literally.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they came in with the box.
Yeah, they came in the box, and Apple took away the box a couple of years ago already, I think, and now AirPods are the most popular ones because convenience. Because people don't want to think about stuff; They just want to listen to whatever they want to listen to. Anyway, these are going to be my recommendation number one for people. Yes, the Beats logo. I wish it wasn't there, but yeah, nothing I can do about it. Anyway, in other news, Windows 11 launched. Not launched. Well, technically, it was leaked, so people are already technically using it. So launched. Anyway, but yeah, so Linus has a video out. So if you want to check out what the next Windows 11 will be, feel free. But just to save you some time, a little bit maybe, I don't know. Yeah,
I've seen that.
This is Windows 11 now. That's what they will announce.
There is a conspiracy theory. There's a conspiracy theory that it's actually not Windows 11, and Microsoft themselves leaked this version to mess with people, and actually Windows 11 is going to be way different, like from what people are actually seeing and reacting to.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Leaked in quotation marks. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, I don't. Going back to those headphones situation.
Okay.
I guess so. You would recommend this to Android users? I don't think I would.
Okay.
Because if you are already going to spend over $100 on a pair of headphones,
yes,
you might as well consider Sony headphones and.
Sony.
You might as well look at all the options. Yes, those are whatever, $70 more expensive.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Completely. Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if
your
my understanding is that these headphones are fine.
Mm-hmm.
The Beats ones, they're fine. But I feel as far as I can understand, this is the first fine pair of headphones, in terms of price to quality ratio that they've released in the recent memory. So I feel like I need to see more products from them to be able to be oh yeah, sure. The only thing is that the experience that you get from the convenience, yes, as we were talking about, that you get with these headphones on iOS and on Android is about the same level, which is interesting again because Apple essentially made this. So yeah, it is somewhere between a good pair of headphones and a novelty product. Maybe second generation of this headphone will be
oh yeah, absolutely,
just
absolutely. Oh, I completely.
But it looks good. It looks okay.
Yeah, I completely agree. But the Sonys have definitely a way better sound. Sound quality and active noise cancellation quality. Definitely way better than this one. But yeah, it's also more expensive. So.
Lotus Film is making fun of the word leaked.
Yeah.
That's a word, yeah. It's funny, but that's the word that people use to talk about this stuff. It leaked.
Yep.
It leaked through the cracks of the Microsoft's
castle. Yeah, it leaked through the cracks of a old woman's bladder. Whatever that means. Anyway, Windows 11. So that's one thing, and one other thing is I wanted to show this one also. According to the, I feel like. Oh man, yeah. Oh, Windows, you magnificent bastard. Anyway, I'm showing a Windows meme. Anyway, so I feel like that's enough of us, and I promised Kyrylo we're gonna do it in an hour, and it's
my burger is about to arrive as well. Not sponsored, by the way, but if you are in Tartu, go check out Knock.
Yeah, Knock
chicken.
And oh man, I need
chicken stuff.
I need to try that also. All right. Yeah, that's all the news that we have so far for you on this lovely.
I also promised E3. Last week we already talked about E3.
Crap. Okay, yeah.
So E3 ended.
Mm-hmm.
It was... Yeah, it happened. It happened.
Yeah. I even had like a E3...
Microsoft had a good presentation. You had an article?
Yeah, I even had like a E3 thingy. Wait, where was it? You can, you go ahead. I will find it.
Yeah, most of it was quite boring and uneventful. Some presentations were like, what the fuck is happening? Why are we even looking at this? And what is what are they showing exactly? This year was different because many companies that didn't have E3 presentations before did this year because it was all digital, so probably it was cheaper to do E3 presentation, and everybody was invited. So many companies came into it probably not understanding what E3 is about, and they were showing completely like bizarre presentations with nothing to like show necessarily, like nothing new. Microsoft had a good presentation. They announced / talked about 30 games during their presentations, I think. And like 27 of those will be available on Game Pass when they launch. So it was really all about the Game Pass. So Game Pass continues to rule. The end of the year / the beginning of the 2022 is looking quite good for Game Pass.
Nice.
A lot of games, a lot of shooters. Like I'm not that big on the amount of shooters that were shown. A lot of co-op games, which I'm also like not crazy about. But still, we have Halo. I guess new Halo is coming out. New racing game, Forza Horizon is coming out. Stalker 2, which is kind of a big deal, I guess. It was like a cool survival PC game originally. Well, now it still kind of is a PC game, but it's also now on Xbox. Like a lot of stuff, just a lot of stuff coming to Game Pass. But still, and like that's a lot of what's shown from the Microsoft's own studios, unfortunately. So Bethesda announced the game that is coming at the end of 2022. And you can imagine that this date has a very high chance of slipping into 2023.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows what happens until 2022,
Yeah.
Until the end of 2022. So yeah, it was like a lot of promising, some nice trailers, a lot of CG trailers, and I'm so over companies showing CG trailers at, at game reveal presentations and stuff like that. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with your CG pre-rendered trailer? It doesn't tell me anything about the game.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays when in-game graphics are good enough to... You can make a good trailer with in-game graphics.
Yeah, exactly. People are more
if
like...
you have a good graphics, if you have a beautiful game.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And Nintendo had a good presentation as well. Sort of. Kind of. Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Sometime next year, I suppose.
That's awesome, yeah.
Metroid is getting a new game.
Yeah, the Metroid
2D game.
The Metroid one looks also okay. Honestly, yeah, Metroid and Elden Ring was one of my favorites. I feel like one of the two games.
Oh yeah, I think Elden Ring is still the best game that was announced / revealed / talked about. I'm definitely probably biased, but yeah, Elden Ring.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to. From Software haven't made a single bad game in like a decade and a half at this point, so I'm quite confident that they can make a good game.
Nice.
And if it's not enough to get you excited, it was co-written, consulted on / co-designed. I don't know what exactly his role was, but George R. Martin was involved in. My understanding is that he basically created sort of like the framework for the world, like the lore of the world, the underlying sort of mythos, if you will, of the world. So and then like the actual game director like wrote the game and filled it with stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean he's the best game director in the industry as far as I'm concerned. So I will be playing Elden Ring for sure.
That's awesome.
But yeah, if you are a Microsoft fan / Xbox owner / Game Pass subscriber, you have a lot of stuff to look forward to. And if you are a Nintendo person, I guess as well. Like there's stuff coming.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah.
About E3.
Yeah. Looking forward to Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. That's one of I didn't even know that they're gonna announce that, but yeah, that's one game I wanna play also. But anyway, yeah.
It was announced last year, I think.
Yeah, probably. I'm not.
But it was more like just like, hey, we're making a game, Look forward to it.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
it's
awesome.
quite rare for Nintendo to make direct sequels for Zelda games, so it's kind of a big deal. Do you know what we should do?
Yeah.
Also, live stream. We should try to maybe somehow perhaps get together next time when something big comes out and maybe live stream it together. Although we're not a video game channel, but I think it could be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? I'm down.
Do the thing.
Yeah, why not? I don't know how exactly. Oh no, it could work with the capture card, I guess. Yeah.
There is a way to stream directly off of consoles that I haven't looked into, but yeah, it's not ideal.
All right.
Setup, but we could think about it somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to choose a game, and we have to think where to make it. But yeah, of course, I would be down. Would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, but yeah, that's enough of us, I guess then. And thank you for bearing with us in this terrible heat that I am definitely not having here. And 10 minutes of Tetris fight is Lotus Film proposing.
We could play.
So we should.
We could play.
We should do Tetris.
Tetris Effect on Xbox.
Oh.
Thanks to Game Pass.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
It's like a cool Tetris. I think you can like fight versus each other.
Ah, nice.
In this game, yeah.
Very nice.
I think it's possible.
Okay.
I do have 2 controllers, so we just need to figure out the actual streaming setup.
That's awesome. All right, and I will go watch Pandi Kunnid.
What's that?
That's What's the English word for it?
Pandi Kunnid.
Yeah, that's the. Do you see my screen, by the way? That's this one.
Yeah, I see our streaming overlay, but
I forgot the name.
So I guess not.
Yeah,
Lotus
Film maybe can help us out. What was the name of the show in English? Pandi Kunnid.
I'm gonna Google. It has an English name.
Yeah.
Or it's not.
The show is. Do you see the stream right now, or like hoarders? The meme picture, yeah. Do you see the stream right now, Kyrylo, or no?
I do, but it's behind. I only see our face. Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you know the show? What's the?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, Pawn Stars, says Lotus Film. Oh, okay, yeah.
Pawn.
Like a pawn shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's a US show, yeah. Anyway.
I see.
Yeah, that's basically me in real life.
Talking about the show.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about shows, Maurice and I are watching Good Omens on Amazon. We finished watching The Boys. I think I already said that. Did I say that? The Boys season 2. I still recommend. Great season.
Yeah, you mentioned that, but you didn't mention that you just recommended, and but now you finished it already. What? How many?
Yeah, we finished season 2. It was 8 episodes, 8 1-hour episodes.
Oh, I see. Porn
and now we are watching Good Omens. It's like a limited series on Amazon. It's interesting.
All right.
TLDR of the show is that the Armageddon is coming, and an angel and a demon who, like, for some reason live on Earth get together and try to prevent it.
Okay.
That's the TLDR of the show.
One of the Armageddon prevention guys is Bruce Willis, or no?
No, I have never seen actually these actors in any other show, but I think they're pretty great. At first I wasn't sure, but like they're really carrying the show so far.
All right,
we're about halfway done.
All right,
I'll be able to tell if I recommend the show or not when we're done.
Okay.
And I'm continuing watching The Office.
Yes.
Watching season 2 of The Office, the American Office.
Yes.
Season 1 I did not enjoy at all. It was just so uncomfortable. Like the humor made me completely like weird and uncomfortable.
Yes.
I just didn't find it funny at all.
Yeah.
But season 2 is already better. I just started season 2.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt also watching The Office. Basically, it's a slow start. It's a slow, awkward start, but it gets better. Definitely gets. I didn't understand what I'm watching at the first season. I was like, is this supposed to be funny? Because they don't do laugh tracks also, and they're like just making awkward conversations, and I was like, what? But
yeah.
But recently I watched the UK version, which was the original version, and then I saw like, okay, they wanna recreate this awkwardness, I guess, and that's why they did it that way. But anyway, I feel like it gets more US like afterwards, which is better. But yeah, anyway, you will enjoy it.
The thing that I had with this first season, I mean, it was clear because like the season was very short. Season 1, first of all, it's 6 episodes long, and every episode was like, you know, very like a very simple setup, you know.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment episode, healthcare episode, whatever else episodes.
Yeah, like.
So I mean, it was clear to me that they are satirizing the work environment, the office environment, and like the things that could be happening at the office.
Yeah.
But their satirizing of what could be happening was not. It wasn't humorous enough. Like it made me uncomfortable. Like it wasn't going so far that to be funny. It was just awkward enough to be like, okay, well, I'm embarrassed by what's happening, and I can also see kind of like this happening in some office, you know, in the real world. Which I guess was what they were going for. I imagine that this was what the British show was going for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I probably laughed a couple times throughout the entirety of season 1.
Okay.
Well, laughed is like a strong word, like giggled, you know, like I chuckled over it. But most of the time, I'm just like, all I could think about was like, if I was working there, I would just not be gone in like a month.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be like, nope.
Yeah. Melissa has a message for you in the chat.
Yeah, you'll get used to the jokes. Dark humor. Black humor. Dark humor. I think it's dark humor.
Yeah,
is it dark?
It's
or is it black? Black humor.
It's
regardless. Yes.
Yeah. Black humor.
Yeah, I think I will. I think I will.
Yeah, it.
You know, I think that's what they were going for, but like it wasn't quite. it wasn't going far enough for me to actually like laugh.
Yeah,
but it was
I know.
going far enough for me to be completely just like
uncomfortable,
embarrassed and awkward.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable, yeah.
Which is
like yeah, especially when it came to like the sexual harassment episode and stuff. I was like, like it was doing a good job of illustrating what, like, you know, but it didn't have the punchline, you know, it didn't have you didn't resolve in a way that was funny.
Yeah, but
you know, it was just like, oh yeah, they are like, you know,
yeah, but definitely
they are objectifying the female employees, but they aren't really making a funny joke out of it. You know, they're just kind of kind of doing it.
Yeah, exactly. You know? They're just awkwardly trying to make something, and you're like, what is even happening? Like, but get ready. There's definitely some racial stuff going on, and there's gonna be some gay stuff coming on, and yeah.
They already had this sensitivity training about racial, like.
Oh, there will be more. Like, there will be more, and there will be even more awkward, I feel like. But at the same time, it also gets better somehow, which is like, Anyway, you will see.
I'm very early in season 2, and it's already getting better. Like, they had this episode when they were giving away, like, office awards, basically, to people. Some kind of, like, award show.
Yeah.
And it was funny. Like, it was good. You know, I was like, okay, well, I get it. You know, it's awkward, and, like, but I totally see, like, companies doing this, you know, some small offices, like, doing some weird-ass Oscars of the company.
Yeah.
And, and it was awkward, but it was also funny, you know, they found the funny in it.
Yeah.
So it's already better. Even early season 2, it's already better.
That's good to hear. All right. Let's wrap it up. And, your burger is...
Let's wrap it up. I'm so hungry.
Yeah. All right. Then, by the way, in Tartu, Nok, one of the best burgers, according to my lovely co-host. And I yet to have...
This is going to be my second time having one, so let's see if it was a fluke or it was actually good.
Yes.
The best chicken burger, to clarify. I think Ulis still has better beef burgers.
Got it, yeah. And in Pärnu, if you're in Pärnu in the summertime, like now, summer, it's Aptek. Aptek has one of the best burgers right now in Pärnu, which is like, they just have, they just usually served only drinks. It's a bar situation, like a discotheque bar / something, but they now serve food also, but only in the summertime. So burger from Aptek this summer. Anyway, when in Pärnu.
Lotus Evin is saying bye.
Yeah.
Yes, bye Lotus Evin, bye.
Bye.
Everybody who tuned in.
And pizza time. Yeah, and
we have like 5 viewers live.
Sorry?
Good for us. Thank you for watching. Everybody.
What's going on?
We're having 5 viewers right now.
This is
so good.
Maybe
this time slot is better for streaming because maybe more people are at work and have nothing better to do.
I think so.
But it's kind of hard to make this time slot work. Sometimes we can think about how to make it maybe better time slot.
I'm not completely sure what Lotusville means by putka. Maybe I said it a bit unclearly. I said Aptek, the bar / discotheque. But anyway, Aptek, not putka.
That also sounds like a nice name for a joint, for some kind of...
putka means basically like a joint, like a kiosk, something. Anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're picking up this...
Let's open one.
You're picking up the Estonian one. Estonia here.
I didn't actually... I have no idea what it means. I just was like, oh, that sounds funny. That sounds like a name of a restaurant.
Yeah.
Now it's a very on brand, like very trendy to name things like very short and single word names. Like Ulits, Apparat.
Exactly.
Nok.
Like What the fuck is knock? Peak. The peak of a bird.
Mountain. Oh.
That's a knock.
Oh, beak. Oh, okay. So it does mean something. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
It does mean
well,
something.
There you go.
Yeah.
It actually makes sense.
Well, kinda, yeah. The beak. Anyway.
I don't think they serve beaks, but they do serve chicken. The other parts of chicken.
Well, maybe they have it in the background somewhere, and you can ask for it. Who knows? All right.
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, thank you for joining us on this lovely Friday, hot summer Friday night and Friday evening. And yeah, see you again on the next week, hopefully.
Let me quickly tell.
So
what's happening?
Bye. Say bye.
Next Saturday. Would that be good? Saturday.
Works for me. So maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then next Saturday, I guess. Maybe we can also make it like afternoon, closer to evening, maybe, so more people can.
Yeah. Would be
tune
awesome.
in
Would be awesome.
Live, perhaps.
Yeah. All right.
Yay! Thanks everybody for watching. Go have some burgers and pizzas.
Yes.
We're going to make a PDF file of our official TekTok pizza recipe.
Yes.
With everything included. Pizza crust recipe, sauce recipe, and the actual pizza recipe. And we're going to
eat it on stream.
Yeah, just give people our official recipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that for sure we need to do. That needs to happen.
All right. Final bye.